Hello everyone and welcome to Bobby Abroad. My name is Bobby and I'm really happy that you're here to watch this video and join me on my journey. I have been in northern Sweden now for about, 6 weeks or so. In this video, I'm going to document my journey on how I got here from the United States. I lived in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I had to drive all the way from Albuquerque to Denver, then our flight from Denver to Stockholm, and then a 13-hour train ride from Stockholm up to Luleå, where we currently live. So thank you for joining me on this journey, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment about the video. My website is now up and running as well, bobby-abroad.com. Check that out, where you can learn more about me, learn more about my journey, learn more about life here with pets, especially in northern Sweden, and kind of outlining the process on what it took to get here with 3 animals. I do have a guide that is available for download. If you're thinking about this yourself, it kind of details everything I had to go through step by step, agencies that you have to register with, the type of visa that you need to be here full-time, etc., etc. So all of that good stuff. And then also on my website, you'll find links to some of my photography that I've done so far, where you can either download those and print those yourself, or you can go online and order mugs and wall art, etc., with some of those prints on there. So lots going on as I kind of settle into my new role as a digital creator and kind of outline and document my life here and kind of put it online so that everyone is aware of what's happening, what's going on, and can contribute in some sort of way. So thank you again for being here. And again, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And without further ado, let's get into today's video. Thank you. So once we received our visas, which took exactly 89 days to receive, I had to focus on the house, the dogs, and getting everything squared away with that. So the first thing I needed to do was ensure that the vet that we went to was aware, and they submitted our health certificate to the USAID. Now, this was a little bit nerve-wracking because the USAID at the time was shut down because of the government shutdown. So we submitted the information anyway. Luckily for us, the government reopened, and our vet actually put our travel date down as December 22nd. And the health certificate came exactly a week before that travel date. Now, the thing to remember about the health certificate is, and I'll outline this more in future videos, but with the health certificate, once you receive it, you have 10 days from the date of the date printed on the health certificate to move your animals from the US into Sweden. And once you arrive at Sweden, they check that date, trust me. They also check for microchipping and all of the things that are required for the animals to be brought into Sweden safely. So again, I'll cover that in another video. Our Bernedoodle and our Frenchie, because of their weight and sizes, had to go in cargo on the plane. So I had to make sure that they had room on our Lufthansa flight. And then our little Frenchie, because she's snub-nosed, couldn't go under cabin. Even though she's overweight, she had to be in cabin. So we prepped her by getting her ready and used to her little bag, as I call it, so that she was nice and comfortable. The great thing about all of our puppies is that they're all crate trained, so they're very used to spending time in the crate, but they were still nervous. Once the pet's health certificates were squared away, I focused on packing up the house. Again, Jason's already over here, so he couldn't help. He had already started his new job. So I focused on packing up the house. The goal is to rent it out while we're over here so that we can keep it, but I don't know, I might change my mind on that. After that, I basically put in my 2 weeks notice at work and said goodbye to my team. I took a photo of my badge as a memento, so to speak, and my last day of work was November 17th, I believe, because I wanted to give myself a month to get everything packed up. And yeah, that's what I did. So once I submitted my 2 weeks notice and I packed everything up, the focus was now on getting from Albuquerque to Denver because our flight left out of Denver. So what I ended up doing was getting a long-term parking spot, driving myself and the dogs up because we had an afternoon flight, which gave us plenty of time to get to a park so I could let the dogs kind of run, expend all of the energy out because we had a very long flight ahead of us. I think it was in total 13 hours. And yeah, that's what I ended up doing. So here are some shots of us at the park. Now this is where the stress factor kind of multiplied. We arrived at the airport, and my Uber driver was so kind. He helped me with all of the pets. I found a porter who lent me a cart so I could cart all of the puppies on it and carry my little Frenchie. And as I checked in, it was quite interesting. There was a lot going on. Had I known better, I would have arrived even earlier, but I was trying to be mindful of how long the dogs were going to be in the crate. So I arrived at the airport, got into the check-in line, provided all of the documentation, their health certificates, and got everybody checked in. All of the pooches that were going cargo had to do a secondary screening. So we went to this little back room with met a very nice, I guess she was TSA agent, who kind of checked the crates and checked the animals and all of that good stuff. We had great conversations about her family's pets. And so once we were all checked in, I said goodbye to Bentley and Louie, and Lola and I headed off to the airport to relax until we boarded our flight. I made it a point to sit next to the gate where the plane was, so I can actually see the pets being loaded onto the plane, as you can see here in the clip. And yeah, from that point on, it was getting on the plane, getting settled, getting Lola settled. We had a little bit of fiasco with the seating because her bag wouldn't fit underneath the seat because there was a bar underneath. So I let the flight attendant know, and she moved me. And luckily, there was a young lady behind me who had a row all to herself. So she didn't mind Lola being in the aisle. She was in the window, and I was right in front of Lola, so I can reach my hand behind her and pet her. But she slept the entire flight. She loves to sleep. If anybody has a Frenchie, then you know how Frenchies are. They sleep, and when they're up, they like to eat, play, eat, play, eat, play. So the flight wasn't bad. We landed at Stockholm, and I immediately gathered all the pooches, took them outside, let them do their business, let them sniff around a little bit, let them stretch. Didn't have any video of that because I had all 3 dogs by myself and I couldn't film at the same time. And my next challenge was, how do I get from Stockholm Airport to the train station? Because the last part of the journey was an overnight train from Stockholm all the way up to Luleå, where Jason was going to meet us. So I found an Uber, and the Uber was going to be $76. I was like, okay, cool. I knew it was going to be expensive, but I had three dogs and one in a pretty large crate, so I needed a bigger vehicle. So as I left the airport, I saw that they have a lot of taxis parked outside, and I saw a van, and I hailed at him and I said, hey, I have 3 dogs. Can you take me to the train station? And he was like, sure. I should have asked how much it was going to be because I know he probably ripped me off, but that Uber ride went from $76 to $200. Yes, $200. It is what it is. I needed the help, and he definitely helped me, because once I got to the train station, I needed to transport all 3 dogs to the platform to wait for the train. I got there maybe 2 hours early, thinking they would have a place for the pets to do their business, but they didn't. A coach that I booked actually had a dog area where we would all sit. So train arrived. That was a little bit of a challenge as well, getting everybody on the train. Thank goodness, the train was there for 30 minutes before it left. We all got settled. Little did I know I would be sharing this car with strangers. Totally cool experience though. I met, a young man from Umeå, another town in Sweden, northern Sweden, who was going up, and this nice older lady who was on her way to Narvik. So we all settled in, and it was a great train ride. The pups slept the entire way, and everyone was so kind. I went to the restroom, they watched the pooches, and yeah, it was really cool. So after a very long train ride, we finally all arrived, and I called Jason and let him know where we would be when we would be there. We all got into the car and we started our journey home. Drastically different scenery from the last time I was here, where there was no snow on the ground, but it was really cool. The dogs had a really good time on the drive up. And we finally arrived at our new home to start our new adventure. The dogs were absolutely pooped, and so was I. So we all settled in. And later on that evening, to my surprise, my consolation prize for making it on this very long journey was to look up in the night sky and just see a glorious display of the northern lights. And you guys can check it out, but it was just fantastic and just solidified, one of the many reasons why we wanted to make northern Sweden our home. And just check this out. you.